I'm reading this at 5:20 p.m. Pacific time here in Las Vegas, Nevada on May 9th, 2022. I'm Marlon Zenny today. The discount codes at the beginning of the video, also description box down below. And this is for Libra. You do not have to be a Libra to resonate with this reading. You could be energetically connected to someone who has Libra in their chart. You can have Libra in your chart, or you came across this reading and it just resonates for you. Okay? This is for Libra. What's the future for Libra? Future for Libra. What is the future for Libra? What is the future for Libra? Future for Libra. You have Rhapsody, Justice, Libra energy. There you go. Something legal is going in your favor. You're also getting what you want because it's what you deserve. You may work in the legal field, law enforcement, be a secretary, be a police officer, a detective, a judge. Some of you are doing jury duty. You're signing a contract. I'm hearing music contract, some type of legal contract. You could be getting a divorce for some of you, and it's going in your favor. Okay. Many of you are also receiving the relationship that you want. Okay. You're also very well balanced with your truth. Many of you are also getting married or getting into an official relationship. You have the King of Wands in reverse. Cancer, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Pisces. What's the future for Libra? Okay, 5 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. Okay. King of Swords is in reverse. Capricorn, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Okay. Queen of Swords. Okay. So, you have the King of Wands in reverse, Cancer, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Pisces. King of Swords in reverse, Capricorn, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Alright. You have the 5 of Pentacles, Taurus and Mercury. The 2 of Cups, Venus and Cancer, can be Leo. Okay. You have the 3 of Cups, Cancer and Mercury. The Queen of Swords, Virgo, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Hidden energy is Death, Aries, Scorpio. Okay. So Libra, with the King of Wands in reverse, this is feeling like you're not receiving the recognition you deserve, very angry. It's also abuse, and it's not being a very good example for children. If this is a relationship, this is infidelity. It's not being faithful. Okay? With the King of Swords in reverse, this can be an absentee father. This can be mental instability. All right? This can also be verbally abusive. Okay? With the King of Wands in reverse, you're trying to tear down someone's confidence. Okay? And with the King of Swords in reverse, this is by using your words and aggression and emotion and anger, essentially. King of Swords in reverse, this is also losing your reputation due to that. This is also not having a moral compass. Because the King of Swords in reverse, he doesn't care about morals. He goes by his own rules. And that means that it means also abusing whatever system is in place. Because the King of Swords in reverse is actually a very abusive energy or dangerous energy. It can be, okay? With the 5 of Pentacles, This is ghosting this person, leaving this person out in the cold because they make you feel as if you have no value if you're in a relationship with them. Like, you stay in a relationship with this person because you don't think that you deserve anything better. You don't think you'll find anything better if you decide to leave that relationship. And if you're single, you have a low self-esteem, or you could be jobless. Like, you could be financially struggling with the Five of Pentacles, or homeless. This can even symbolize lack of employment, lack of self-worth and self-value. And with the Two of Cups in reverse, it's a breakup. It's not being compatible. If you are in a relationship, you're with that person because you feel bad for them and they feel bad for you. This is someone who's in your life. This could be anyone in your life. With the King of Wands, King of Swords, this could be anyone in your life. But Libra, like some of you guys, this is an ex-husband or an ex, or could be a colleague, schoolmate, sibling, friend, whoever it is. You're leaving behind those relationships and connections and vibrations. And you are, I see you dating, I see you partying. You are the Queen of Swords. So that means you've been through a lot of trials and tribulations, but you're funny, you're witty, you're chatty, and you're intelligent. The Queen of Swords is the Queen of Truth. She has no reason to lie. She wouldn't benefit from it. So there's no point for her to lie. So she's just honest. And the truth is, when you are telling the truth, someone else out there knows the truth. That's why she speaks the truth. Now, you could be an astrologer. You could be a teacher. You could be a singer, a rapper, a lawyer, a doctor, a nurse. You could work as a secretary. You could be a single mother. Okay? I see you dating, though, Three of Cups. And even if you're in a relationship, it would have to be an open relationship with the Three of Cups, because there's no fidelity here. With Death in reverse, Aries, Scorpio, there's also a recognition that true change comes from you deciding to act emotionally different, logically differently. It's about the way you communicate. It's about the way that the Queen of Swords is really an energy of not being biased. This is a professional, highly intelligent woman. You cannot gaslight this woman. You just can't. She knows her value. She knows her worth. She surrounds herself with good energy and good people. Many of you are receiving a promotion at work because you decided to stay high vibrational. The true change comes from you, and the fact that you release the illusion in order to think clearly, to see clearly, and feel clearly. There's waves underneath her, which means, yes, you are air, but there's something about the water that is helping you emotionally regulate. And when you can emotionally regulate how you feel, you can communicate how you feel and be unbothered. And that's what you're doing. I love it. You're just minding your business. You're getting justice. This is karma. And yeah, this is karma. Some of you, this is the reassurance that you knew would happen. The Queen of Swords, it's like you know. Because you're intelligent, you're smart, brilliant even. Queen of Swords is a professional at what she does and highly trusted with the advice that she gives because she's honest. That's what she does for a living. Some of you could be I love it. You have DNA alchemists. It's like you are transforming your own DNA from the virus. And I feel like this could be, of course, the patriarchy in the world, misogyny in the world, but this can also be past relationships you've experienced that affected the relationship with yourself. It can be also your Christ consciousness, and especially if you're an artist, okay? And if you're a man, it's also about looking at yourself. See, the intuition is being inspired. The unicorn, it comes out. Its horn comes out from its third eye. Adam and Eve, and even Lilith, all of these different things in the Bible. As someone who has been initiated into secret society, who knows this type of information, The one thing I can tell you is Adam, Eve, Lilith, all of this, none of it started as it looks right now. My arms, my head, my legs, these bikini videos you see at the beginning of this film, that's not how they looked in the Garden of Eve. In the Garden of Eden, that's just not how it looked. They looked like a very famous movie, The Blob. How did they get around? How did they get from point A to point B? They used feminine energy, which was the third eye. See, the Bible isn't wrong. It just has to be properly interpreted by the right person. The more you know, the more you're able to share to help other people learn. See, it has this pretty picture painted out that they came out and they were frolicking through the garden and they had it all together, right? They had their stomachs together and their arms together and their legs together, and they just knew. And that's not the truth of what it was. So when people hear, see, the Bible didn't happen in just, a couple years. It happened over trillions of years. So when people read the Bible, the common misconception is that it happened in, this many times. But the truth was, it took trillions, millions of years for the human being to become what it is today. So when it takes maybe not so easy of a time to get something accomplished in your life or to achieve something in your life, do not be hard on yourself. Do not compare yourself and say, I should be further than I really think I am, because it took them trillions of years for them to get to point A to point B, just to form a freaking arm. Okay? It took them time. It's okay if things take you time for you to develop it. Doesn't matter your gender. It's okay for you to know it takes time. It's okay. See, that is real karma, right? Whatever you're putting out, it will come back. That's very beautiful. That is how you transform. That is how you recognize that it's not necessarily what it seemed. They popped out and all of a sudden they looked like arm, leg. No, it took them trillions of years. As someone who is a part of the secret society, I can tell you, it took them trillions and trillions of years. Do not compare yourself and think it should have happened overnight, my love, because it doesn't. It doesn't, and that's okay. Transformation takes time. It's about the willingness to know that it's necessary. That's what it is. Let's look at your device. It's a mirror. It's a very, very tiny mirror. So, I feel like you're looking in the mirror. It's almost like that song by Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror. It's like, yeah, everybody wants to make a change in the world, but if you really want to make a change in the world, stop blaming everything and everyone else and maybe look at yourself. You're not going to make any change unless you look at yourself. Seriously, right? Libra, you represent relationships and connections, social proficiency. You represent marriage, legality, balance, karma, marriage, contracts. But the thing about you, Libra, that a lot of people don't talk about is the beautiful relationship you have with yourself. It's beautiful. I think you need to look in the mirror and remember just how beautiful and amazing you actually are. How special you are. And if no one's told you that today, well, you'll hear it here at Sikiksyd. Okay? So you may be into art, dance, rapping, singing, theater of any way, shape, and form. It's also saying see yourself clearly. If you are abusive, right, with the King of Swords, King of Wands in reverse, look at yourself in the mirror. How have you really treated people? Was it in their interest or was it in yours? You know, you're making excuses for the way that you treat people, hoping that they will accept this abuse. And where did that start from? It's not necessarily about saying, oh, someone's just horrible, da 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 da. It's also not saying that it's your responsibility to try to fix someone like that, because I see you left this person out in the cold with the Five of Pentacles. It's about acknowledging that type of behavior and abuse started somewhere. If you're a man, it started because you had an absentee father. Now, this father could have been a doctor, a lawyer. He could have been in a high position in the military, the government of some form. Could have worked in any form of legality. Could have been a secretary. Could have been, hell, for some of you, even in a fraternity or in some type of group. He was in some type of group, or was a teacher of some form, or a soldier for some of you. I just heard captain for some of you. And that's where your anger stems, of feeling like you don't get the recognition that you deserve. It's from the lack of self-worth and self-value that came from the relationship and connection that you have with your father, which leads to lack of commitment and lack of change. You have to be willing to work on yourself. And it's not all about proving a point. It's not all about doing work simply to be seen. It's about doing work because you want to make a real difference and change in this world. See, it's not about you. It's not about me. It's about mission. This has been your reading. I almost called you Virgo. Some of you are actually Virgos, which isn't uncommon. The 13 signs, everybody's sign shifts a little bit. A lot of Libras that come to me end up becoming Virgos automatically. So that's not uncommon. But this has been your reading. It was very interesting, and I had a blast doing your reading. I see you celebrating something. You could be partying or doing something of that nature. And some of you could be upset because of financial distress or financial struggle with the Five of Pentacles, okay? So take her resonance, leave all the rest. Thank you for coming to Sikiksyd. This is for Libra. Ashe.